So we all know who Joseph Stalin was, right? Evil guy, cool mustache, never lost a strand of hair in his life, born in Georgia, 1878. Wrong! Stalin was actually born in Russia. Alright, look. Ethnically, Stalin was Georgian. There is no doubt there, but he was nationally Russian. So Stalin was born in Gory, a town in the Tiflis Governorate of the Russian Empire. Georgia did not exist at this time and in fact had not existed for over 300 years, since it was split into three in 1490. And by 1810, Russia would officially annex all the split kingdoms of Georgia. By the time Stalin was born, he was recognized as a Russian because that's what he was and still is. He never had a Georgian citizenship, only Soviet and Russian. And he actually lived most of his life in Russia, identified as a Russian national and spoke the Russian language. Look guys, the reason I'm making this video is that too many times I've been in a conversation with a guy and I'm like, hey, have you heard of that Russian leader Joseph Stalin? And the guy I'm talking with is like, no, Stalin was Georgian. Like, it's really frustrating. Like, Stalin was ethnically Georgian, sure, but that's like the only relationship he really had with Georgia. He was nationally Russian, as Georgia didn't exist back then. He spoke Russian, lived most of his life in modern day Russia, and identified as Russian. Borders are ever changing, okay? The first king of France, Clovis I, was actually born in modern day Belgium. But back then, France was a lot bigger and actually contained modern day Belgium. So today, it would be ridiculous to say that Clovis I was actually Belgian and not French. Or is that Frank or Frankish? Whatever. Clovis I was French because back then, Belgium was a part of France. And it's not just because he was born in French lands that he was French. I think it takes a lot more than just being born in a certain area to identify with that area. He identified himself as French, was of French ethnicity, was recognized as such, lived in France, and spoke whatever language the French spoke at that time, which was probably not French. Like, this same problem arises when people talk about Charlemagne, another French king. A lot of people want to say that, oh, he was actually German because he was born in modern day Germany. But the problem with that is that back then, France was really large. Like, the Carolingian Empire was insane. And where Charlemagne was born, while being a part of Germany, was part of France. Once again, he identified himself as French, was of French ethnicity, was recognized as such, lived in France, and spoke whatever language the French spoke at that time, which was probably not French. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any disagreements, leave them in the comments. I'll probably not respond. Lol, just kidding. I will definitely not respond. Just kidding. Am I? Maybe not. See you later though. Yay, my first ever end card. Sorry this video took so long to come out. I've been really busy. I'm trying to find new ways I can improve my animation, get some more fluid animations going. So, which unfortunately might lead to videos taking much longer to come out. Also, you might have noticed that I repeated myself quite a lot in this video. That's because I really wanted to get my point across. Like, a lot of times people let politics, you know, basically politics prevents people from being able to hear the argument. So I decided that, hey, at least if I repeat the argument a bunch of times in different ways, there is literally no way anyone can miss it. Like, I made my video on Ireland, on why I wish people were British, and I saw some comments there in my comment section telling me of how Britain was a country different from Ireland, when the entire point of the video was to say that no, Britain is actually not a country. So I guess I should have repeated myself a bunch of times in that video. But yeah, this is the end of this video. But the next videos you see from me, I'll try to get some, a little bit more in the way of fluid animations to actually make my animations a lot better. Although this might cause them to take a little bit more time to come out, but you know, quality over quantity, am I right?